Hello everyone and welcome to the new session of the NEET previous year questions for biology series, and today we'll be solving the previous year questions that have come in the NEET exam for the chapter Plant Kingdom. Alright, so let's start with the first question. Okay, the first question they are saying, which class of algae possess pigment fucoxanthin and pigment phycoerythrin? Okay, so let's talk about the fucoxanthin pigment. So fucoxanthin pigment is present in the member of Phaeophyceae, which is also known as the brown algae. Okay, it is also known as brown algae. And the pigment phycoerythrin, these are present in the member of Rhodophyceae, which is also known as red algae. Okay, now this fucoxanthin pigment gives a characteristic brown color to the member of the algae belonging to Phaeophyceae. And phycoerythrin, okay, what happens? It absorbs the blue color and reflects the red light. Okay, and the algae appears red in color. So the option B should be the correct answer here. Fucoxanthin is present in the member of Phaeophyceae and phycoerythrin is present in the member of Rhodophyceae. Okay, so option B is the correct answer. The next question is, which of the following statement is true? So the statements are, all pteridophyte exhibit haplodiplontic pattern. So let's talk about the life cycle in the various plants. So first, let's talk about algae. Okay, algae, which belongs to thallophyte, it has haplontic life cycle. Haplontic life cycle means where the gametophyte is dominant or prominent. Then comes bryophytes. Okay, in bryophytes, haplodiplontic life cycle is seen. Haplodiplontic life cycle is seen, but here the gametophytic phase or the gametophyte, it is dominant. I'm writing D for dominant. Then we have pteridophytes. Okay, if we talk about pteridophytes also haplodiplontic life cycle is seen, but here what is the difference? Here the sporophyte is dominant. Okay, instead of gametophyte. Then we have gymnosperms, okay, and angiosperms, which are both seed plants. In both gymnosperms and angiosperm, diplontic life cycle is seen. Diplontic life cycle means the sporophyte is, or the sporophytic phase is dominant. Okay. Now here they're saying all pteridophyte exhibit haplodiplontic pattern. Pteridophyte exhibit haplodiplontic pattern. So this is the correct statement. Then we have option B, seed-bearing plants follow haplontic pattern. Not true. Seed-bearing plants show diplontic pattern. Most algae genera are diplontic. This is also not true. Algae, they are haplontic. Okay. Then we have most bryophyte do not have haplodiplontic cycle. This is also not true. Most of the bryophytes have haplodiplontic life cycle. So what should be the answer here? Correct statement is option A. And coming to the next question, which is, identify the pair of heterosporous pteridophytes among the following. So pteridophytes are usually homosporous. Okay, they are usually homosporous, means they have similar kind of spores. or they produce similar kind of spores. Okay. Now they are saying, but there are some exceptions in pteridophytes. Okay. So here we have to identify the pair of heterosporous pteridophytes. So Legionella and Salvinia are both pteridophytes which produce different kind of spores, means they both are heterosporous. Then option B, Xylotum and Salvinia, which is not true, Equisetum and Salvinia, and option D, Lycopodium and Legionella is also not correct. So what should be the correct answer here? Option A, Legionella and Salvinia. Okay, they produce different kind of spores, means they are heterosporous. Now, this is another type of question here. Here they have given you an image, okay, and then you have to analyze this image, okay, what is this image, and then options will be given to you and you have to select the correct answer. So here they are saying, read the following statements and identify the characters related to the algae. So they are giving you one information that it is an algae. So seeing this figure, you can say this is an algae. And what is the name of this algae? Chara. Okay, this is Chara. So Chara is a multicellular algae. It belongs to chlorophyceae. Okay. Now, here are the options you have to select. What are the characters of this algae? Now we know it is a member of chlorophyceae. So this is true. In chlorophyceae, the stored food material is starch. So this is also true. Now Chara is monoecious. Okay, what is monoecious plant? Monoecious. Monoecious is a plant, okay, which consists of both the reproductive organ on the same plant. Both the reproductive organs are present on the same plant. Okay, Ogonium and Antheridium are present on the same plant. So this is also true. And option D, food is stored in the form of laminarin or mannitol. This is not true. Okay, mannitol and laminarin are the reserved food material in the member of Phaeophyceae, which is brown algae. Then it shows dominance of pigment such as chlorophyll A, fucoxanthin. Okay, this is also not true. Fucoxanthin is again present in the member of Phaeophyceae. So what should be the correct answer? So these are the options. You have to choose the correct answer. So option C is the answer here. A, B and C only. Okay, option C is the correct answer. The next question is hydrocolloid carrageen is obtained from. Now what is hydrocolloid? Hydrocolloid is a substance that can hold water, or you can say it is a water holding substance. Okay. So carrageen. So carrageen is obtained from what? It is obtained from the algae Chondrus. Okay. Chondrus crispus. Okay. Chondrus crispus is a member of Rhodophyceae. It is a red algae. Okay. So carrageen. Carrageen has other functions also. Okay. It is used in the food industry. It is used in the food industry for what? As a gelling agent. It is used as a gelling agent as well as it is used as a stabilizer also. Okay, so this carrageen is obtained from Chondrus crispus, which is a member of Rhodophyceae. Okay, so carrageen is obtained from Rhodophyceae only. The next question is, which of the following is incorrectly matched? Now option A, Ectocarpus and Fucoxanthin. So this is correctly matched. Ectocarpus is the member of the, okay, it is member of Phaeophyceae. Alright, and members of Phaeophyceae contains the pigment Fucoxanthin. So this is true. Then Eulothrix and mannitol. Eulothrix is a member of Chlorophyceae. Chlorophyceae And chlorophyce consists of what? Reserve food material. Here they are saying mannitol, but in chlorophyce, reserve food material is starch. Mannitol is a reserve food material in the members of Phaeophyceae, which is brown algae. Then porphyra, which is red algae, contain Floridian starch. This is also true. Floridian starch is the reserve food material in the red algae. And volvox, which is a member of Chlorophyceae, again reserve food material is starch. So this is also true. So what is the incorrect matched pair here? Ulothrix and mannitol. Okay, the next question, coming to next question, which is chemi are present in, options are liverwort, mosses, pteridophyte and some gymnosperms. So let's talk about the gemi and the gamma cups or the gamma. Okay. So what are gemi first? So gemi are what? They are either single-celled or they are multicellular. They can be single-celled or they are multicellular, or they may consist of mass of cells. Okay. And they are also known as the asexual buds. Okay. They are the mode of asexual reproduction. And gamma can directly give rise to the haploid gametophyte. Okay, they can directly give rise to the haploid gametophyte, and these gamma are produced in what? They are produced in gamma or the gemi. This is gemi cups. Okay, this is gemi. So if this is the body of the or the thallus of the, suppose, Markensia, which is the bryophyte. Okay, this is the thallus of Markensia. So gamma cups are present here on the thallus, and within this gamma cups, gemi are present. Okay, here also like this. This individual is a gamma cup. Okay, these are gamma cups. Okay, so gemi are seen in liverworts. Liverworts are what? Bryophytes. They are the member of bryophyte. Markensia is also a bryophyte. Okay, so option A is the correct answer here. The next question is, which of the following algae produce carrageen? Okay, now we already know that carrageen is produced by, okay, Chondrus crispus, which is a red algae. Okay, red algae belongs to what? Rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae. Okay, so what should be the answer? Option D is the correct answer. From brown algae, algin is obtained. It is present in the cell wall. Okay, blue-green algae, also known as cyanobacteria. The next question is, which of the following algae consist or contain mannitol as the reserve food material? So these are all straightforward question here. The options are Ulothrix, Ectocarpus, Gracilaria and Volvox. So Ulothrix, it is a green algae. So means it is a member of Chlorophyceae. Here the reserve food material should be starch. Ectocarpus. Okay, reserve food material is mannitol. Okay, it is a member of what? It is a member of Phaeophyceae, which is also known as brown algae. Then we have Gracilaria. Gracilaria is the red algae. Okay, it is a member of Rhodophyceae. Then Volvox is again a member of Chlorophyceae. It is a colonial algae. So reserve food material here is starch again. Gracilaria, which is red algae, reserve food material is Floridian starch. Okay, so what should be the answer here? Option B is the correct answer. Now question number 10. Which of the following pair is of unicellular algae? They are asking about the unicellular algae. Okay, options are Gelidium and Gracilaria. So this is incorrect. They are multicellular and belong to the red algae. Okay, these both are red algae. Then Anabina and Volvox. So Volvox is colonial. It is not unicellular. Whereas Anabina is what? It is a filamentous cyanobacteria. It is a filamentous cyanobacteria. Then we have Chlorella and Spirulina. These both are unicellular. Okay, both of them are unicellular. These are green algae. Then we have Laminaria and Sargassum. These are also multicellular. So what should be the answer here? Unicellular pair of algae are Chlorella and Spirulina. Then question number 11. Floridian starch has structure similar to. This is again a straightforward question. Options are amylopectin and glycogen, mannitol and algin, laminarin and cellulose, and starch and cellulose. So what is the answer here? The Floridian starch has a structure similar to amylopectin and glycogen. The next question is, strobili or cones are found in Pteris, Markensia, equisetum or Salvinia. Now let's talk about strobili. What are strobili or cones? So these are what? These are dense and compact structures. These are dense and compact structures that consist of what? That consist of sporangia. Okay, and sporangia bears the spores that consist of sporangia and, okay, or you can say, let's write it again, and sporangia protects the spores. Protects the spores from the wild animals and the harsh environmental conditions. Okay, harsh environmental conditions. And where these strobili are present? These are present in the terminal position of the stem. Okay, terminal position of stem in equisetum. Alright. So what should be the answer? Option C is the correct answer. Strobili cones are present in equisetum. The next question is from evolutionary point of view. So this is a very conceptual question. For answering this question, your concept should be clear. Now they are saying from evolutionary point of view, retention of the female gametophyte with developing young embryo. Okay, so within the gametophyte, embryo is developing and the gametophyte is present on the parent sporophyte for some time. This condition or this stage is observed in, they are saying these are observed in either pteridophyte, mosses, liverworts or gymnosperms. Okay, so you should know that pteridophytes, they are known as the precursors for the seed habit. Okay, they are the precursor for the seed habit. What does seed habit mean? Presence of seeds. So seed, okay, are present in what? Gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms and angiosperms. Alright. Now, before these gymnosperms and angiosperm, in bryophyte, pteridophytes and algae, okay, they have spores instead of seeds. They have spores. Alright. They reproduce using spores or propagate using spores. So pteridophytes, okay, this condition is seen where the embryo develops within the gametophyte and which is present on the parent sporophyte. And this led to the development of the seed habiting gymnosperms and angiosperms. So what should be the answer here? Pteridophyte. This stage is seen in the pteridophyte. The next question is, which one is wrongly matched? Which is incorrect matched? So first option is biflagellate zoospores and brown algae. So this is true. In brown algae, okay, they show show the presence of zoospores, which are motile asexual spores. Okay, they are motile. Why they are motile? Because they consist of two flagella. They are biflagellate. So this option is true. Then we have uniflagellate gametes in Polysiphonia. Okay, so this is not true. Polyphonia is a red algae, means it belongs to Rhodophyceae. And in Rhodophyceae, what is seen? How asexual reproduction takes place? By non-motile spores. Okay, and how sexual reproduction, okay, take place? By non-motile gametes. Okay, when we talk about gametes, then it is sexual reproduction. When we talk about spores, then we are talking about the asexual reproduction. But here they are saying uniflagellate gametes. So this is not true, because the spores or the gametes are non-motile. So this is the wrongly matched pair. Then unicellular organism and chlorella. So this is true. Chlorella is unicellular. Then option 4, Markantian gamma cups. So this is also true. Gamma cups are seen in Markantia. So option B is the wrongly matched pair here. Now coming to the next question. Here they are saying which of the following statement is correct. Options are Selaginella is heterosporous while Salvinia is homosporous. This is not true. Salvinia is also heterosporous. Okay, most of the pteridophyte are homosporous, but these are exceptions. Okay, these are exception. Both Selaginella and Salvinia, they are heterosporous. Stems are usually unbranched in both Cycas and Citrus. This is also not true. It is unbranched in Cycas but branched in Citrus. Okay, now next option, ovules are not enclosed by ovary wall in gymnosperm. So this is the correct statement. Okay, ovules develop into seeds. So gymnosperms, in gymnosperm what is seen? Naked seeds are seen. Okay, naked seed means seeds are not enclosed by the ovary wall. Alright, and what is the last option here? Horsetail are gymnosperm. This is also not true. Horsetails are not gymnosperm. So this is not true. So what is the correct answer here? Ovules are not enclosed by ovary wall in gymnosperms. And coming to the next question here, a list is given to you. And you have to match list 1 with list 2. So this is another kind of question that comes in NEET exam. Now here different classes of pteridophytes are given and the corresponding examples of the members of these classes, okay, are given. So Pteropsida, Edientum. Edientum belongs to Pteropsida. Okay. If we talk about Selaginella, Selaginella comes under Lycopsida. Xylotum comes under Xylopsida, and Phenopsida, Equisetum. So this is D. Alright, so these are your options. Correct answer is option D. The next is an assertion reason type of question. Okay, given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion A and other is labeled as reason R. So assertion, the first stage of gametophyte in the life cycle of moss bryophyte is protonema. So this is true. Okay, And reason, protonema develops directly from spores produced in the capsule. So this is also true. So let's talk about the life cycle of a bryophyte. So what happens if we talk about the life cycle of a bryophyte? Okay, let's talk about the gametophyte first. Okay, so gametophyte has two stages. First stage is the protonema stage. The protonema stage, it is what? It is green. Okay, it is multicellular. And it is one cell thick filament. And the second stage is the leafy stage. Okay. And what happens if we talk about the sporophyte? Sporophyte is divided into foot, seta, and capsule. And the spores develop from this capsule, all right, which are haploid, and this give rise to the gametophyte, or you can say protonema. Okay, so both of these are true. Assumption and reason are true. So these are the statements. Okay, we have to choose the most appropriate answer. All right. Now, both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Not true. A is correct, R is not correct. They are saying, again, not true. A is not correct. A is correct. That's why this is not true. Okay, and option D, both A and R are correct. Okay, and R is the correct explanation of A. So this is the correct option here. So option D is the answer for this question. The next question is, we have to match list with list 2. Okay, here Chlamydomonas, Cycas, Legionella, and Sphagnum. The name of the organism is given, and here in list 2, to which category they belong. Whether they belong to moss, pteridophyte, algae, or gymnosperms. So Chlamydomonas is an algae. This is A. Cycas is a gymnosperm. So this should be B. Then Legionella is a pteridophyte. Okay, and Sphagnum is a moss. So these are the options. The correct answer should be option C. Alright, so let's start with the next question. So here they are asking which of the following structure is haploid in its ploidy level. Okay, haploid is N. It consists of one set of chromosome. And they are asking about the ploidy level, means how many set of chromosome they have, whether they are haploid, whether they are diploid, or they can be triploid also. So these are the options. Primary endosperm nucleus. So how is primary endosperm nucleus formed? It is formed by the fusion of two polar nuclei. Okay, so it should be diploid. Okay, now these two polar nuclei fuse with the male gamete, with one of the male gamete. This male gamete is haploid. So what happens? When they both fuse, a triploid condition is maintained in the primary endosperm nucleus. So primary endosperm nucleus in dicot is triploid. Alright. So microsperm endosperm nucleus is not haploid. Alright. Now microspore mother cell, this is also diploid. And after meiosis, 4 microspores are produced. And these microspores are haploid. Okay, through meiosis. Meiosis leads to the formation of 4 cells, 4 haploid cells. Protonemal cell of moss. Okay, so they are talking about the bryophyte. Moss is a bryophyte. So this is haploid. Okay, so protonemal or the protonema stage represents the first stage of the gametophyte. And gametophyte is what? It is haploid. Okay, so protonema cell of moss should be haploid. Primary endosperm nucleus we already discussed is triploid. So what should be the answer here? Option C. Now coming to the last question, which is again a list 1 and list 2 is given. Here the name of the organism is given: Spirogyra, fern, and these are the they are talking about the life cycle here: haplodiplontic, diplontic, or haplontic. Spirogyra is an algae. So algae has, I've already told you, haplontic life cycle. Means the gametophyte is dominant. Alright, so this option you can see. Second, dominant haploid, free living gametophyte. Okay, so this should be A here. Fern is a pteridophyte. Okay, in pteridophyte, which life cycle is seen? Haplodiplontic. And the sporophyte is dominant. Okay, so this is not the correct option here. Okay, dominant, this is not. Okay, if we talk about ferns, okay, this should be the answer here for fern. This should be B here. Dominant diploid sporophyte. Okay, the life cycle is haplodiplontic, and the sporophyte is the dominant stage, which is alternating with the reduced gametophyte called prothallus. This is also a unique feature in pteridophytes. Gametophyte is known as prothallus, whereas it is called as protonema in bryophytes. Now, dominant haploid leafy gametophyte alternating with partially dependent. So this is true for the, okay, for what? For Funaria. Okay, and Cycas should be the option in the previous side. Cycas is a gymnosperm. Okay, so this should be the correct answer. A dominant diploid sporophyte vascular plant. Okay, so this should be the correct answer for this. This should be D, option D. Alright. So these are the options here. What should be the answer here? Option A is the correct answer. Now this was the end of this session. Hope you enjoyed it and gained a lot of knowledge. We'll be discussing rest of the previous year question for other chapters in the next session. Thank you very much.